And that's how our movie is going to start today.
The Hideous Sun Demon, aka the Sun Demon, or Blood on His Lips. Okay, that's weird. Is another classic radiation movie filed under sci-fi horror. Released on August 25th, 1958 by Pacific International Enterprises. It was directed by Robert Clark, who was also the writer, producer, and main star of this film. Uh-oh, we've seen that before. Alright, let's activate those radioisotopes and grab our UV 10 million sunscreen. We begin with our main character being rushed to the hospital. Dr. Gilbert Gil McKenna, played by Robert Clark, is exposed to radiation. In the waiting room, we see Dr. Frederick Bullock, played by Patrick White.
Because no one cares about the whites!
And Dr. McKenna's assistant, Anne, played by Patricia Manning, giving Dr. Stern, played by Robert Gary, the rundown and what happened. Buckwell thinks that he was drunk while working, and thinks that this was just an accident. The facial expressions in this movie are priceless.
Whiskey and soda mix not whiskey and science.
Miss Wells, until a moment ago, I felt strong enough to shake down the very walls of this hospital, but as soon as you entered the room, your beauty so overwhelmed me that I feel as weak as a day-old kitten.
After McKenna wakes up, he's getting some R&R. While outside, the sun triggers him into the transformation of the Sun Demon.
Young man, I hate to bother you again, but...
No, it can't be.
Science classes. Wouldn't be a 50s monster movie without him. So long story short is, the radioactivity that he was exposed to has turned him into a lizard-looking monster. As long as he stays out of the sun, he's golden.
So he has to go out at night. No big deal.
The doctor is pretty much confined to his dark, old, spooky house. So we pretty much get the vibe that he is lonely. So he has a night on the town. No big deal. He runs over to a local bar and sees a pretty young lounge singer.
And I want the joy your lips inspire.
At least her song is shorter than Chase's in the Gila Monster.
This is Trudy Osborne, played by Nan Peterson. We start to see that Dr. McKenna starts to get lost deep in his own mind. He's really focusing on the fact that he is half man and half lizard, or something like that. He even considers jumping off a cliff and ending it all. You kinda start to feel sorry for the guy at this point. Kinda like the Incredible Hulk vibe, not being able to control the monster within. And George Messero, played by Peter Smellick. And I can't tell if he's her manager, pimp, dad, or boyfriend. Well, either way, Dr. McKenna beats the shit out of him and they take off.
Good job, Gil.
Uh-oh, here comes the sun.
A doot-and-doo-doo.
Gil has to bail on Trudy and leave her nude on the beach because the sun comes up. He jets back home and Anne finds him crying in the basement. She tells him that Dr. Hoffman is coming to help, and he is a ray of hope.
Ray of... sun. Sun ray. Get it? No? Sorry.
This is the famous Dr. Hoffman, played by Fred Laporta. This guy reminds me of a Nazi doctor from World War II. He said it's okay to go outside for a bit, but not to leave the house, or to meet dirty women. But Gil can't forget about Trudy, so he heads back to the lounge to meet Trudy, and she's there with George, and his thugs who are waiting for him. And they slap the shit out of him. Trudy takes care of him back at her place, and George follows. But he's not fucking around this time. George wants to kill Gil, so he takes him outside, in the sun. Gil transforms right in front of him. The Sun Demon makes short work of George and then takes off. Gil finds his way back home, and when he awakes, he realizes that he killed a man. The cops show up looking for him, but he bails out the back door and takes out a cop on the way. This is Police Lieutenant Peterson, played by William White.
How many f***ing people have the name White in this movie?
The Whites!
He is hot on the hunt for Gil because the cop that was killed earlier was his buddy. He showed up with 20 minutes left in the movie. Well, that's better than Dunbar from The Snow Creature. He showed up with 9 minutes left.
This broadcast for an urgent police bulletin. The latest news of the mad killer.
This poor kid got more on the floor than she did in the glass.
Okay, so again, with like 5 minutes to go, this is Susie, played by Sandra Conking, and her mother, played by Donna King. She is stealing cookies to bring to Gil because she found him sleeping in an alleyway. Great parenting skills if your 9-year-old is playing in a fucking alleyway with a homeless monster. She runs off to find Gil, and her mother runs after her, but not before she calls the cops. Not sure why Gil grabs the girl, but she gets away. They chase him through a train yard. Gil then runs up a water tower. And then gets shot and falls to his death. Damn, poor bastard. Not even an ending monologue. The end. This one is interesting because we see the monster right away. Not much of a build. It lags like crazy. Kinda wish he killed Trudy and Susie. Is that bad?
That's all for this time on Mega Movie Drive-In. I'm Eric for the next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share. Hey, helps us out. We love doing these videos. We're going to keep them coming. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.